Hello.
Roxy from the street.
Rox. Yeah, see, I was a little late tonight because I had to get out of the street.
She's from the streets. She's Roxy from the street.
I was running down the street. That's what I did.
You made it.
I did. I did make it.
Roxy from the street. There we go. All right. All right. Let's see. We got some people in here already. Hello, Linda. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Joanne again. Hello, Lacey. Roxy, whoop, whoop. Obviously a friend of yours.
Yes. We were both just out in the street.
Got what? There. We're waiting for Dan Peer from the Connecticut Paranormal Research Team. He's going to join us.
Oh, nice. That'll be great. I have some really cool questions for him too. I've watched.
You got to turn your microphone up.
Oh. Is this better now?
No, not your camera, your microphone.
Well, I know. Can you hear me now?
Microphone's really, really low and soft.
It is?
I can hear.
I can hear you, but I mean, we're kind of like, much louder than you.
Give me a second. I feel like a 5-year-old. I gotta adjust my camera.
Yeah, look at you, you're so short.
Yeah.
Like he likes it. He likes it.
I've got my
Do I still sound soft? If I do, I can go. I can leave and come back in.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll be right back.
Dan's got a green screen. Oh. Yeah, now I can't hear you at all.
Oh, here we go.
There you go.
Yeah, I forgot I have my dump button on.
See, I can hear you fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all legal drinking ages, welcome to Radio Dark.
DP.
Wow.
You know about those initials, man.
I gotta get rid of I definitely gotta get rid of the natural lighting in my studio because, man, do I look sunburnt?
No, you don't look bad over here. I can't.
You know what it was? I was on a 1080p $5 camera last time. This time I'm on my high def cam, and I'm like, wow, I could see every nook and cranny.
So I don't know how to. I can't do a green screen here. I don't know why.
Well, first off, you got to start with a green screen.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
Well, I'm in my studio. You could probably see. I just realized I actually have the mixing board in front of me.
I don't know if you saw that. Was a big tow truck that went by my house.
No, didn't see it.
No?
Roxy, whoop, whoop.
She said she's coming back, so.
Let me see if I get
So what's going on, Paranormal Daniel?
There we go. Nothing much. Working hard and hardly working. I guess that goes hand in hand, right?
So, there's this place.
The tea house?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Now?
Huh?
Can you hear me now?
I can. You're just very low. When you were on your phone, you were cool, but I mean, we could hear you fine. But
I wonder.
I don't know.
I wonder if it's Mike because I can hear her perfect.
It's not my fault. It's never my fault.
that damn mixer.
Because I can hear you perfect too, Dan. So.
Oh, it's Mikey.
Snap.
Jerks.
Now he's gonna be like, I'm never gonna let you on again.
Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out here. No, my sound mixer's all the way up.
I still got my hat and everything like that from
Let me try something else.
All right.
I'm gonna.
I could set up all my studio mics and stuff if you know. I didn't know cuz like the other night like you heard me fine.
Huh.
Soothing music brought to you by Mikey.
ASMR radio.
Yes.
SN Radio.
Let me try something else here. All right, talk.
Okay. Can you hear me
Nope.
now? Calling me now.
Try again.
Calling me now
Nope.
for your free tarot card reading.
I don't know. I can hear Dan. I can hear Dan great. Well, Lacey says she can hear, and Paul just says Mike is just loud.
I will agree with that.
Paul says he can hear you down in South Carolina.
Thank you, Paul. I can't hear you, but I can read what you're saying from Southern Indiana.
I don't know why. I can't hear anything. It says speakers USB. Wait a minute. That's.
I mean,
You have to simplify things.
If you want me to, I can completely blast you out and go into my recording studio.
Try it again. I got you.
You got me, yay! See,
I fixed it.
Yeah, but I can hear you duplicated now.
You have me duplicated?
Well, not you, Roxy.
Oh gosh, can you?
I don't know why.
Go ahead, speak again.
You want me to speak again? Can you?
Yeah, perfect.
Oh yes. See, there we go.
See, just another thing you tried to blame me about.
Damn it, Mike.
Just another thing.
Damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. So, so Dan, there's this place in Bosra, Connecticut.
Yes.
It's some tea room or whatever. And supposedly it's really, really haunted. And the Ghost Hunters Nation, the ones with Jason Hawes.
Yes.
They were there. Roxy, are you familiar with Jason Hawes?
Yes.
Yeah. So they did a thing in Basra. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for the local cats to get in there.
That would be fun. We're definitely up for it, especially anything local. It's nice not to have to drive 2 or 3 hours to do a broadcast.
Yeah. I think it would be kind of neat. So
you guys have to do one when I go there, so I can,
Hey Dan, maybe we can set it up for Roxy. How long are you gonna be here? Week?
I mean, I can stay as long as I want. My daughter, though, is going to be out here on the 14th, so I have to leave before June 14th.
Okay. So Dan, what do you think? If we could set it up before then?
June 14th.
Well, I mean, I'm leaving here on the 28th, so I can stay from that time until like right before the 14th, because my daughter is coming out here. So.
Oh, gotcha. We can see what we can do. It would probably be maybe, just maybe, a cold call. I don't know. A lot of people know of the team around the area. So we might be able to make a call or two, see if we can get in there. Of course, if anybody knows the owners of that location, what's the name of that place?
The tea room.
Yeah, it's the tea room. It's a pretty interesting show. I think I watched that.
I can find out real quick. And the reason why is because my daughter went there just over the weekend. So, and she doesn't post a lot on Facebook. So, the Primitive Cow.
Oh, okay.
I think I dated somebody named that. I don't know.
That's sad.
What's your Hi, honey. What's your name?
Be a whole host of really bad jokes that can come from that.
Yeah. Well, that's generally what happens when I just said the primitive cow,
When
Kimberly. Yeah.
primitive cows start slapping.
See? Dan, look. Kimberly knew.
Yep.
Oh,
primitive
Kim?
cow.
Yeah. Stock knew.
Kim, do you know the Stalker Kim? Do you know the owners? I have not heard about the place, but then again, I the only time I've hung out in Basra was to fish.
Does she know?
I don't know. Let's see.
Maybe she's typing.
It's funny. I got my camera right here, but I got you guys way on the other end of this 10-foot table.
And why is that?
It's just my my setup in my studio because normally the broadcasting system is way over there. 620.
And I do have like a bunch of like equipment too that Daniel can like help me with probably. I have like a closet full of like stuff that I've never pulled out and used. So
Oh, really?
oh yeah. Yeah, I got like REM pods and I got like a whole bunch of stuff in my closet.
Oh, you'll fit in. You'll fit in perfectly fine.
So Kim has no. She says no, but she worked to the building next to.
Well, that's close enough. That's closer than I am.
It looks like a really nice place. I don't know how big it is, but from what I understand, there's an antique shop there.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently the story is that the antiques have some sort of spirit or entity, or different ones have different things attached to them.
Oh, it does make sense.
From where they were. Sure.
You see all those TV shows, you see, a haunting, and, people pick up stuff from yard sales and, antique stores. And next thing you know, everything's starting to happen. The dolls are moving, things go missing.
Yeah.
Weird stuff starts happening and everything. And then they just realize that it all comes down to, that one little object, that one little marble or rock that they picked up that they thought was going to be inconspicuous is now causing craziness go on in their house. So makes sense.
So I think it would be kind of cool, to go around and see these spooky things and check it out. And like you said, the weird things would happen. Things started moving. Dan doesn't need a little blue pill anymore. I mean, it's great. I mean, it would be.
I think it'd be really cool. Honestly, I gotta go to the place. I don't think I've seen it. Like I said, I think I've only been in Basra maybe a handful of times since I've been in Connecticut.
So if you're watching this show Radio Dark right now, we're talking about some paranormal stuff of different possible places that the Connecticut Paranormal Research Team could reach out to and do. If you're in here, share this video, share it to your timeline, because honestly, if you're into this kind of stuff tonight on the topic that we're talking about, then maybe your friends are. Maybe your family is. You never know. So, it would be cool if you went ahead and shared it, so other people could maybe jump in and maybe give us ideas, or give Dan some ideas, or just ask why Roxy's from the streets. So, what do you think, Roxy? Now, Dan, just so you know, Roxy's got the psychic thing going on too.
Oh, okay.
So. Her and your wife would get along pretty good, I would think, or at least be able to coordinate, or collaborate.
Yep. No, that would, anytime that we get to collaborate. And it's nice because if we went to this location, yeah, we know the antique store, we know it's a tea shop and everything like that, but we don't know anything about the location. And sometimes that's the coolest thing. That's where some of our team members would prefer it that way. That they don't know, and that way they can kind of coincide with the findings. So
we're laughing.
Why is Roxy from the streets?
So Roxy, I'm going to go ahead and let you answer that.
I want Matthew to answer it, seeing how he's my son.
Melissa says that she thought it was talking about the dog next door. There's a dog next door named Roxy.
Oh.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
Well, so anyway, Roxy, just so you know, if you see the picture, that's Melissa. That's the girl I've been talking to you about.
Hi, Melissa.
She's with her.
I guess I have a dog's name.
So
I like to lunge at people when they come to the front door.
Well, Melissa actually is the one that Melissa's really into the paranormal stuff and spooky stuff and haunted places. And she's the one that told me. She's the one that said that it's antique place and things are kind of whatever. And so
I think Melissa should spend the night there and just scope it out for us. Completely and alone in the dark. We'll give her one K2 meter and one flashlight with halfway dead batteries. See how long she lasts.
Honestly, Dan, I don't think she'd give a shit, to be honest with you. I think she'd be down to that.
Hey, she was, when we went to broadcast, I mean, she didn't know us from a lick in the wall other than, the broadcast that we did. And next thing you know, she is right there with us doing the investigating. So we had a lot of fun with her.
Nobody, nope, she says.
Oh, come on. We'll give you full fresh batteries in that flashlight.
Now, getting back to Roxy from the streets, Melinda says, oh, no, I'm sorry. Matthew Brown, oh, And then Matthew goes, I do know why Roxy's from the streets.
Because I'm a badass. That's why. I mean,
come on. I'm from Gary, Indiana. I go to drive-bys, on my mama.
I'm a mama.
On my mama. On my grandma. I got bodies. I got body count of 7.
My uncle, daddy, and all that.
Christine Peer. She's new. I don't know who she is. She would have loved the house we just did.
Oh, yes.
You're talking about Melissa, right, Christine? In the dark, in the night, when no one can hear her scream.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we call her Roxana Williamson Geisler, the honey badger. She don't give a shit. Honey badger don't give a shit. The hard streets of Norwich.
That's dating yourself right there with a honey badger comment.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That is like the funniest freaking video of all time.
My kids call me the honey badger.
Look at the honey badger. Oh my, he's been stung. He doesn't know it. But the snake got him. Honey badger don't give a shit.
They call me the honey badger. Sometimes they don't even call me mom. They're like, hey, honey badger.
Why do they call you honey badger? Because you don't give a shit? Is that why?
Because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm from the streets. And I don't give a shit.
From the streets. All right. So come on, guys. Share this beautiful, beautiful show that we're doing for your entertainment.
So, Daniel, I have a question for you. What's the furthest that you guys have ever traveled?
Oh, I think we've been as far as Kentucky. So far, I think the furthest was Kentucky to Bob Mackey's.
Okay. Have you ever been to Waverly?
Waverly's on our wish list, but we did get out to Rolling Hills last year.
Okay.
Rolling Hills was fun.
Well, because you guys can all come and stay here with me, and we can all go to Waverly.
How far is it from you?
I think it's like an hour and 45 minutes or something.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I do have 3 floors, so like everybody can park it wherever.
I think all 10 of us should just all jump in bed with Roxy and Jim. Pig pile.
Have a pillow fight.
Find the ghost. Let's see. Now I gotta say, all right, Christine says I'm in. Kimberly says I'm in. Melissa, are you in? That's pending we get invited. Oh, you know what? Roxy's my friend, so we have to get invited.
I don't think it's more or less if we get invited and we all show up, we have a good time. It's more or less if we get invited back. That's when you know. That's when you know either you had a good time and everybody had fun, or you had a good time and they just waited for you to leave.
Melissa said maybe.
You don't want to go to Waverly?
Oh, Melissa, that would be fun.
Yeah, and there's also a place here in Indiana that's not too far away. I can't remember the name of it. If my husband is on, I don't know. I can't see who's on. There's this
Kimberly says, "Oh, so when?"
Alicia, that you see on the board right now, she's been really campaigning. Are you taking a selfie?
No, putting the chat up so I can read it without going blind across my table.
She's been really campaigning. I don't know if you've seen the comments, but she's really campaigning to go on an investigation.
Is she local?
Oh yeah. I know her and her husband.
Oh boy.
Not like that, but I mean,
is the state hospital grounds like still safe and everything? Like I haven't been there in so long, I don't even know.
Oh, they're trashed.
They are.
Yeah, from what I hear from everybody, they are pretty much. What's left is pretty much in ruins. One of the original, like what I call the administrative buildings, are still there. But everything's slowly, surely getting torn down. And from what I understand, many of the tunnels going from building to building have been filled in or blocked off. You can park where the original main building is, I believe. And they have a now a walking trail or something like that. From what I understand, I think the local tribe now owns that property, and they're going to put a whole bunch of businesses in that location. I've heard even more random things, as in they're going to be putting in an indoor ski facility. So who knows what's going to go in there. All I know is that once it gets done and it's opened, I'm just going to leave my business card underneath one of the locked doors.
Yeah.
I remember being little. My dad ended up he got really super smashed one night, and a police officer pulled him over, and he ended up in the Kennel Building? Do you remember the Kettle Building, or whatever they used to call it, where they would put people that were drunk so that they could dry out and then their family could come and pick them up? So I was really little, and whoever I was with was picking up my dad, and I started walking down the hallways there, and I looked into one of the doors, and there was like 15 people or 20 people. Like I looked in the glasses, they were like naked running around, like just running everywhere. I will never forget seeing that. It was I'm still freaked out by that vision. I don't even know why they were locked in that room like that. That was horrible. So I can't even imagine, like, no matter what they build on there. I don't know. Place gonna have problems.
I don't know. It's a place that I really wish I got out to investigate, or at least was invited to investigate. Because we make sure we have permission first. But I really wish we got a phone call from Norwich a very long time ago. Christine actually got to lead a tour. That was actually from, I forget who it was, but she was invited along with a bunch of ghost hunters to be on a tour of the facility. So I forget when that was, but I really wish I was part of the team when that happened. But she's one of the few and far between that actually got a chance to investigate Norwich State Hospital for what it was and when it was fully, let's say, fully there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Kim said it's called the Riverwalk. And the Riverwalk is that trail that now you could park at the main building's parking lot, and then just, I guess you probably are able to walk beside where the buildings used to be. I'm not quite sure. I've never been.
You know what I just realized?
Oh, security called Christine and them in. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat from across the damn table.
You know what I just realized, though, Dan?
What's up?
I have a really fat head.
You know, that look says it all. Crazy eyes.
You're all googly-eyed and everything.
So Roxy, have you ever gone on a paranormal investigation? I've been on one.
Yes.
And I had a great time. Have you ever been on an actual investigation?
Yes.
And what happened?
Well, I got asked by, and I'm not going to say their names on here because they don't want me to, but very, very well-known people here. And they wanted me to go down there. I had a small team to go down there and investigate. And we went into the building, and it was pretty wild. We found out we were getting all kinds of stuff, like at the time on the Frank's box, just a bunch of angry, sort of like, like, like,
Dan,
F
I know.
I know,
telling us to go F off and hang on. I'm a valley girl from the streets. But anyway, just saying, just like a whole bunch of like really like gross stuff at us and whatever. And like, come to find out, we found out that place never emptied out their chemicals in there. So they were covered, and a lot of the employees that worked there actually died of cancer. And so there was a lot of anger that was coming through. And it was really sad, actually. And even at some of the desks that we were going to, like, they wouldn't turn the heat on for the employees. So there was like, mittens and scarves on, I mean, everywhere, because they were freezing too. So not only were they cold, it was used prior as a cotton farm sort of place where they would bring it in, and but after that it became some sort of a furniture sort of place where they paint. I can't exactly remember what it was, but anyway, a lot of these people died of cancer. It was very wild because nothing good came out of that Frank's box. There was nothing kind or nice. Everybody was really pissed off. Real, like they were pissed.
They didn't want anybody there.
And here's the irony of it. I got invited there with some guy that I did not know that was around, and through the Frank's box, it was saying very foul things to a guy named Scott. Well, he introduced himself to us as Bill. And so Bill ran out of the building and didn't come back. And one of the employees there told us that was not Bill, that was Scott.
Scott.
Mm-hmm. So
Scotty!
He was one of the kids that owned that facility where all those people died. So that was pretty whack.
Why didn't he just come out and say what his real name was? What was the purpose of that?
Their family owns, like, I can't say it on here, but their family owns, like, they're very rich, and they, he did not really want me knowing who he was. And so anyway, yeah, so that's what happened. It was crazy. Yeah. So, you get a bunch of people that die of cancer from all these chemicals, I guess they're going to be pissed off. So,
yeah. Well, so far, one of you have shared this show. I appreciate the one person that shared this. Alicia didn't share it. Kimberly didn't share it.
Ooh,
Christine
Stalker
didn't share
Kim
it.
call out.
Yeah. How are you going to get people into this stuff if you're not sharing it?
Because Sharon is Karen.
Exactly.
Come on, folks.
The Connecticut lies, Kim, lies. How are you going to get anybody? You got the idea here is to get people involved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. You know what I mean? No.
Jesus, Kim, you got them all flustered.
Stalker.
You have
That's a story for another day. There, Roxy.
you have a speech impediment.
I do.
Yes.
How? I'm the only guy on radio with a speech impediment or whatever.
Pediment.
Good morning, tomorrow on FNFN. See, you can't do that anymore because if you do that, then of course somebody's got something snarky to say.
In front of somebody I know.
You can't do it. See, there you go. What's wrong with speech impediments? You can't say anything. You can't say black. You can't say white. You can't be.
Oh, here he goes.
You can't be a friend of the Washington Redskins. Why? Because they're red. And apparently that right there is some sort of racist bullshit. And it's not. It's the fucking team name that they have had for about 100 years.
I was with severe hearing disability, and I had to go to speech therapy for a long time, and I still have problems with my speech. So I do have a speech impediment, so I can say whatever I want.
Yeah, and I had Invisalign for 4.5 years. So if you've had Invisalign for that long, you got a permanent speech impediment. So
hey,
that was really bad. And of course, my day job involves around nothing but speaking to people all day. And, when you got Invisalign in your mouth and you're talking with a lisp 24/7, it's really bad.
What about Joanne's question here? I hope when they start digging for these new businesses, they do not open a portal to a demon at the state hospital grounds. Do you think it's possible?
I wouldn't say demon. I think it's possible that they're going to stir up activity. Whether they'll notice it or want to admit it, that's another story. For different backgrounds, different religions, it means something different to everybody. So even if they notice it, they may not interpret it as the same thing as others may interpret it. So, we'll see. Normally what ends up happening is that situations where teams will get called is when it's active and you can't ignore it anymore, or you just want to know that you're not crazy. So again, it'll take time. Whether it'll happen, whether it might be demonic, whether it might be whether it's just a child spirit, demonic spirit, woman spirit, guy spirit, Indian spirit, so on, so forth between. You'll never know. And then again, they might actually dig up the dirt and nothing happens, and they'll go on their merry little way. Yep, we'll see. I guess that's what the answer is. We'll just see what happens. I mean, worst case scenario, they dig up a portal to hell. We all get sucked in. It's fun for everybody. Or they dig a hole, they put in a post, they build a building, and nothing happens.
What about this right here? This one was just brought up.
Yeah, Christine says it's job security for us either way.
How about the Seaside Sanatorium in Waterford?
So I've been there a full handful of times, and I got to say I've never been inside. The place looks absolutely amazing, but I do know that the place is being restored. I'm not quite sure what it's going to be. I heard that it could be a high-end hotel B&B type of deal, but we'll see what happens. Don't get me wrong, I love the grounds. I love the atmosphere of the place. I like the way it looks right now, even though no one can be in it. And also, not to ruin it for anybody, but if you like fishing, Little hint right there. Just don't get out in the kayak in front of it because it's a washing machine, especially during high tide. So, but yeah, that place is really cool. Been there quite a few times.
But the place, I wanted to. Let me see if I can bring this up here. The place that we were talking about initially. Is sorry, I'm taking so long here.
Don't worry, Mike. Not like anything's going on. You know, not like a live show or anything.
Yeah, really.
That place right there. The primitive crow.
Crow. Oh, I thought we were talking about a cow.
No. Primitive cow. That's somewhere in Boise. Let me see. There's a whole bunch of stuff on it, you know, about it being haunted, and
I'm definitely gonna have to look it up.
it's very easy to find.
Well, there's not that many businesses.
Well, apparently it's a very nice antique shop. Apparently, I've never been there myself. It has tea times where you can go there and have tea parties in the Victoria Grace Tea Room. So I don't know.
That seems very upscale.
Huh?
Very upscale. Very, dare I say, UK European style.
So Jason Hawes, Steve Gonsalves, Dave Tango, they did a show from here.
Mm.
It was part of the Reunion in Hell tour, I guess, but apparently, yeah, just like TV, right?
Yep.
So it could be oh, here it is. Jason Hawes, Steve Gonsalves, Dave Tango, blah blah blah. Sherry DiBendetti head to Boston, Connecticut to investigate a potential haunting plaguing the Primitive Crow Antique Shop. After expanding her store, owner Beth Coletti began experiencing a spike in paranormal activity, with customers frightened to return and her lifelong dream hanging in the balance. The team searches for answers before Beth is forced to shut her doors for good. Well, apparently that hasn't happened because she's still open, which is a good thing. So
I don't know. I think it's funny that everything focuses on people being ran out of their businesses, and there's always a evil entity. I got nothing for that. I'm just gonna get my mouth in trouble.
You know what I've noticed is that some people want their place or whatever to be haunted so bad, and dealing with that type of person is special.
Yeah, we've had instances like that. We get a call. We get calls sometimes. Sometimes they're like, "Hey, we're having these situations. I really think it's haunted. Can you come on by and check it out?" And of course, we check it out. And then there are people that are just, "Hey, I want this. I want this to be known. I want this to get out there." There's nothing wrong with it as from our perspective. The
Mhm.
difference is that whether they take what we say truthfully and honestly.
Mhm.
Our team is very based upon evidence driven and multiple layers of evidence. We don't like to just take a K2 meter hit as evidence. It needs to be caught up with an additional device. So a K2 with a recording, or with which we're working on is the SLS camera, the Connect system. Situations where we have multiple devices going off at the same time, where we can kind of where we can justify the readings in a way. And that's really it. Those types of people, whether they're, whether they want their place to be haunted, and or want it for fame and glory, or whether it's just a normal person off the street, we give what we have, the evidence that we've collected, and we let them do what they want with the evidence. A lot of times, we might get some people that are, that want their privacy. They want to just know their location. If their location is haunted, yes, no. And then again, there's some people that will let us publicize the location and the full rights to the evidence that we find.
Have you ever had a person that got mad because there wasn't enough evidence?
I wouldn't say got mad. I would say that they've asked us to come back multiple times, which it's never gotten to the point where we've said, no, we're not coming back. They've taken what we've caught or what we haven't caught, and then asked us to come back again. And normally by the second time, if we don't capture anything, normally the owner or location, the location owner, just kind of comes to that justification. And of course, if something happens after we leave, we'll come back a third time if need be.
I see. That's interesting.
But it's not, the breakfast isn't as good as it was at Captain Grant's.
Never is. That place is absolutely awesome. The breakfast is amazing. Not to mention, I love the interview that you got posted yesterday. Was it yesterday or today?
Finally got it posted. I just posted over from YouTube. Is what I did. If you go to our YouTube page, SNSN Radio, there's an interview that I put up last night with Carol Matsumoto, Moto, who owns the Captain Grant's Inn in Pocatonic or Preston, right over on 2A over there. And it was a real fun interview.
What'd you guys eat? That was so good.
Well, they put on a breakfast there because we stayed there.
Yeah.
We stayed there. It was they had ham and eggs and pastries and coffees and juices, and it was just neat.
You had the setup.
Oh God, not only just the setup, the fine china.
Yeah.
Like, I never had so many forks for breakfast in my entire life. All I knew is that I worked my way from the outside in.
Spiced apples, Kim just said.
It was sliced up apples with cinnamon and sugar. And then I think it was tossed, heated up, and fireball. It was delicious.
And then when we got there the night before, there was cookies and cakes and beverages, and it was a neat place to go.
So much cake.
What's that, Dan?
So much cake.
I know. It was a lot.
It like you felt bad because you're like, oh, okay.
I didn't feel bad. No.
If you don't eat the cake, then it's like, oh, they didn't like the cake. But if you eat only half the cake, it's like, oh, everybody should really finish this cake. And then all of a sudden,
freaking cake.
There's the last piece of cake, and you're like, kid, just leave one piece of cake.
We ate all the cake. It was gone. How about lighthouses, Dan? Let's change the subject for a minute. Oh, you know what? We didn't. Crap.
What'd you do? You broke it.
Question. Have you heard about the Busby stoop chair in the UK?
No, I don't believe I have.
People would sit in it and they would die. So it was donated to a museum.
Was that the same chair that's sitting in Las Vegas? At Zach Bagan's museum?
Joanne, you'd have to answer that. Lots of stories about haunted lighthouses.
So the lighthouse, I've investigated with Christine, Rose Island Lighthouse, and where else? Christine has also investigated Ledge Lighthouse in in the Groton Bay.
I've been
So-
out there. Yeah.
I haven't been out there yet. Oh
I
well,
have.
you know what? I have. I have been out there, but I haven't gotten on the lighthouse. I found out the hard way that you're not supposed to go out on a kayak to the lighthouse because it's in a shipping route. How do I say? The deep officer, along with the Coast Guard, did not like the fact that I was in the shipping route. So that's how I found out that I'm not supposed to be kayaking out to Ledge Lighthouse.
I've been out there once, and I just remembered when it was. I was in middle school, and it was for Project Oceanology.
Yep.
Or
Oh, they
Project
still have
O.
the ship.
It was Project O, and when you get to be an adult, Project O becomes a totally different thing. This is nighttime stuff. We can say that, Dan. Look at Roxy. She's from the streets and didn't even like that.
Because I hear it all the time. Because I'm from the street. There you go.
You want me to get a hold of that place, Dan, or do you want to do it? Probably best if you did, because it's like your organization.
Yeah, we could try and reach out. It's a hit or miss when we do reach out cold turkey. So if anybody is in this chat and listening in and does know the owner, please reach out to us. Let us know. Having a connection means a lot more than cold calling, as you can imagine. Cold calling, when you're in a oh God, how do I explain this? Just blatantly cold calling when you're cold calling for insurance, you're cold calling for mortgages and everything like that. Imagine the difference between you actually knowing a person that knows the people, creating that connection. That's the connection you want to primarily have. You want to have I guess a similarity with the owners of the location.
Right.
It gives us more of the ability to get in there and also allows us to have a little bit more fun because we make it a little bit more personal and a little bit more laid back when we know the owners. And who knows if you do have a contact for that place, we might be able to also maybe get you in on the investigation, but that's up to the owner's discretion.
And I'm really serious about the Waverly thing. I'll cook y'all breakfast here. As Mike knows, my previous life I've owned catering company and restaurant and everything. So I'm a big time cook, and we can go out there. I know that you can do like an all-nighter there too if you wanted.
Yeah, they have cots. I heard.
Yeah.
For just an extra $10 a day, you get to stay in the luxury apartments of 25 cots, and we provide even the pillows.
Yeah.
That right there is 5-star accommodations at Waverly Place in Kentucky. Come on down. Come for the breakfast, stay for the ghosts.
Act now, and we'll throw in a free granola bar for breakfast.
Don't act now, and we'll throw in garlic. Little bit of sage.
You get yourself a free case of sciatica from sleeping on those
free
cots.
case of sciatica.
There you go.
Something that only cots can provide. So, you think that's a reality, Waverly, or do you think that's just a pipe dream?
What do you mean?
It's kind of, well, I think it's a pretty simple question, Dan. What do you mean? What do I mean?
Maybe, well, let's put it this way: the difference between a pipe dream and doing something is the action of doing it. So
What's the
I
difference
can tell
between a
you
pipe
this.
dream and a pipe bomb?
Walking
pipe
away
dream
opposed to
blows
running
up.
away.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so it's something that can be planned like far enough ahead of time. I can tell you that in the summer it's like disgustingly hot here. Like I cannot explain the heat to you because you won't get it until you come here.
Yeah.
It is gross. And
But I thought it was a dry heat.
oh no, let me tell you something. When anybody comes here from Connecticut to visit, they're like, "What the hell just happened? Like, what the frig?" Like, it's like going through menopause.
It's like that Geico commercial with Flo and her family. I'm getting the meat sweats.
But I mean, I think that like in the fall, like a fall would be like perfect for it. It would be
Yeah.
absolutely perfect for a trip like that. And I would house everybody. You know, no problem at all. So
Everybody find a corner. We're all out of the cots, and I'll grab the last pillow.
I have a feeling that we should bring our own pillows.
I can set up a whole bunch of cots, line them all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I got a stuffy nose, but I'm going to see if I could say it. You definitely know definitely knows Roxy's from the South because there's a damn difference between you all, and y'all.
Y'all. No,
You know when you walk into somebody's house and they say y'all, you all coming, what is it? Y'all coming in here now, right? You know it's going to be some good damn cooking.
For some reason, Melissa's here, but she doesn't want to get in front of the camera, so I just put the camera on her.
No, I absolutely would house everybody. It would be fun. Even though I live on the streets.
Have you met Howie? Hey, Roxy from the streets. This is Howie.
Hi, Howie.
That's Henry. I mean Henry.
Henry.
I get the little bastards mixed up. I swear to God. Oh, Howie's down here. Come here, Howie. Come on. Come here, Howie. Get up here. You stupid idiot. Get over here. Oh my God. Come here. God. Howie. Howie.
The light one.
Ah! There's his collar going off. Oh, he's like, ah! He's getting vibed right now. I don't know what I did. I think I must say he's like, ah! Oh no! Sorry,
It just
Howie.
beeps, right?
He doesn't care though.
No, it vibrates.
It just vibrates.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, oh,
Just vibrates.
you're gonna have to put a PETA warning label on the end of this video.
Oh no! Oh, Roxy from the streets. This is Melissa from the house.
I'm Melissa from the house.
Hi, Melissa.
I'm out in the streets.
Howie says hi. Hi.
Oh,
These guys are brothers.
they are.
Yep, they are.
You get them like so you took them both at the same time, and
Yep, they've always been together.
that's awesome.
They've always been together.
Sometimes they say that siblings don't do really good together.
Oh,
Yeah, as far as dogs go.
well, they fight, but they play mostly. But
Yeah.
they generally can't be without each other. They've got to be within close proximity.
Mm.
So, all right, guys, I think we should probably call it a night. So we got a lot of talk done, and maybe other people. Oh, Kim says hi, stalker. Stalker Kim.
Yeah, and
Yeah, she says hi. She goes, hi, Melissa. Let's see, excited emoji. No, just an exclamation point. There you go. So Dan, thanks.
I'm gonna be leaving to go out there, so I would love to meet you guys, and I can bring all of my stuff and whatever too.
That's right. Well, you need to get here via the streets. So
Yeah, when you come up here, you're not gonna have like you're gonna realize that New England summer starts at 40 degrees.
oh, she's grew up
I'm
here.
from there.
Oh, you're from here?
Yeah, I'm not from this.
What the hell did you do moving down there?
My husband's from here.
Okay, makes sense. I'll deal with that. That's a great example.
My husband has.
Oh, okay, hold on. Somebody got bent here. Linda. I didn't talk about her. I didn't see it, Linda. Hold on. Before we go anywhere, we're going to talk about Linda's suggestions. Let me find it. Because I love Linda. And I don't want to. Linda, where is it? Oh! There we go. I'm sorry, Linda. I just didn't see it.
Oh, that's a scary one, yeah.
Melissa just said that's a scary one. How about you, Dan? Maybe you know about this one, the Old Trinity Church in Brooklyn.
Yes. So we actually investigated. I did not investigate the church. Christine has with some of the older team members. But we actually got to investigate. I think it was. I know I did it once. Christine, I believe, has investigated twice. It's the house that was connected to Trinity Church. So there is supposedly a tunnel that used to connect a house across the street with the old church.
Okay.
So I got to investigate that old house, and that house was absolutely amazing. But it's really weird because the house switches owners a lot, an awful lot compared to other houses in the area. The church itself, though, is very small. And from what I understand, that they actually have an area where there's like shackles on the wall. I'm not quite sure where. Again, I haven't investigated it myself.
Does that
But
got
this
anything
is
to do
stuff
with
I
Michael Ross?
No.
Yes.
Does it?
All right.
So Michael Ross was found in the back of that church, and some of his victims were found there as well.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I was there when Michael Ross, I mean, that's where
Yeah.
and I couldn't, I mean, it was just really shocking. I remember that. That was crazy.
You sure, Christine, you sure it wasn't two of his victims in the wall? Because I know there were two victims that were covered up in rocks.
Those the girls?
Yeah.
Oh,
One's from here.
yeah, the girls from Dean.
Yeah.
Buried one of his victims in the wall, Christine says.
Well, I heard there was two. So, because he took them, he took the police right to them.
Who lives in that house now?
Somebody that doesn't give a shit, apparently.
I guess not, because gosh.
No, the investigation we did, the owners had a falling out, and then they sold the house, and we don't know who's living in there now. But it's been I'd say about 2-3 years since we investigated that house. But it has switched hands since then.
Chris who? Chris's
Oh.
relative.
Chris Jodwin, our ordained minister on our team.
Well, because I went to school with two of them.
Two Chris's or two Jodwins?
No, they weren't. No, they weren't. That wasn't their last name. Okay, just when we're about to pump out, all the questions come in all of a sudden. How about the Conjuring House in Harrisville, Rhode Island? We've talked about this one before, have we not?
Yep. I can honestly say, been there, but haven't been there. I respect the people's privacy. It was before before the location was sold off, and before the new owners took it over. And But I mean, I've been there. I drove by. I saw the house. I drove home. In fact, no, sorry. I drove by. I saw the house, and then continued on and drove to Wright's Chicken Farm. So,
Oh,
yeah,
go there.
Let's go there.
Let's go there like Sunday.
sound. Oh, we're gonna have to make plans.
You want to go
But
Sunday?
yeah, the Conjuring House, we have not been there.
Yeah.
We've talked about going there, and like it would also involve would probably involve SNSN and CTPRT Live. We've talked
Jesus.
about it,
Let's do that.
but we haven't pulled the trigger simply because they are booked solid since they kind of reopened from COVID. So
I think we need to just set up with a generator in the middle of a big cemetery and just stay the night and just stream it.
So it's funny you say that. We'll keep in touch, Mike. We'll keep in touch.
Dina says, I'm not too far from there. Far from where, Dina? The Conjuring House?
Oh God! Now I literally put, all right, for the viewers, and I'm looking straight at the camera now. For the viewers that are not seeing the chat room, I may
This
have
editorial
started
brought to you by
something.
Daniel Peer and is not necessarily the view of SNSN Internet Radio. Here's Dan.
I had fully started a want for Wright's Chicken Farm in this chat room. So we have discussion on the Conjuring House and how now at 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, everybody is just craving Wright's Chicken Farm right now.
Yeah, so what's the point?
Well, my point is you better get in touch with Wright's Chicken Farm because they got to write you a fat check for this advertisement.
That's right.
Sometimes we just help the brother out.
Hey, I mean, if all of a sudden they see this and they all of a sudden see an influx in sales, they're gonna be like, "Hey, you know what? Maybe we need to promote with this guy."
I think they should send us some free dinners,
Ooh.
some swag, some hats, you know,
Or some of their bottled salad dressing. That would be delicious.
Yeah, that is good stuff.
But nothing not that we're gonna go deep in there, but nothing beats actually being on location.
That's true. That's true. All right, we're out, guys. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you, Roxy from the streets. Thank you for joining us. We'll do it again. We'll see. Radio Dark will be once again Thursday night. So I'm assuming Roxy from the streets will be back with us Thursday night, and maybe Joe the Time Traveler. We'll see.
So we do have, like I said, Mike, we are planning a few investigations. We definitely got to sit down and talk because a few of them we're going to try and get live. So we'll figure out those logistics with you. And then, maybe
isn't it a little redundant that we're trying to stream live dead people?
Slightly redundant.
Nobody finds that curious? What?
I don't know. I find it quite interesting, just the human psyche wise of how we can broadcast a live investigation and everybody will just sit there and watch it.
Now I want to
because they're interested to see what happens.
I want to go put a chicken in the Instapot now. All right, guys. Thank you very much. What, Dan? Go ahead.
I want to stop. I was saying now I'm in the mood for chicken. I'm like, what is the nearest place that's open right now where I can get chicken at 11 o'clock at night?
Nowhere.
You talking about rotisserie chicken or?
Well, you can go to Walmart. Well, I don't know if they're open, but let me tell you something. Their rotisserie chickens are pretty good. I love them. One thing. But you know what else is really good? And nobody has the nut to say it, but this is really true. You know
one nut, not two nuts. One
because you need one for a spare. So you know what is really good and nobody will.
Mike's making sure the dogs can't hear.
My dog's trying to shit on the carpet. Get the hell out of here. They're so cute, except when they're pooping. But anyway, getting back to my original point. Nobody will admit to it. They won't, but they know it's delicious. Say it. You ready? You're ready. Yeah, convenient store chicken.
I have never gone to that level.
Store fried chicken is the shit.
You guys have to come here and go to the login. Lincoln stayed there at the login. It's been around for forever, and that is that you want to get down with some chicken. You get down with chicken.
I tell you.
All right. So I guess what we're going to hopefully going to do is we're going to get down to the south. We're going to have some chicken. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take that, go to our investigation, and make sure that for snacks we have KFC chicken, so that one day we can see Southern food and then compare it to fast food.
I thought you could use like the chicken, like when we go to Waverly, like to like get the ghost out.
Oh, I don't think you understand how quick chicken disappears in front of me. It literally is a ghostly image of its past. It's a lack of its former self when I get a hold of a chicken.
Oh, all right. Hey, we can get you the setup for sure.
I was introduced the other day to what was called double. I think it was.
Store Lacey. That's right.
You're off of me.
Oh,
What?
you're better looking than I am.
So?
All right. Well, I got to get going.
I was trying to do that, but you just keep you shut up.
Okay,
Well,
I'm leaving. I'm
Chicken.
to go out
I know, because chicken. That's going to be our next show. Because chicken.
I'm leaving.
That's going to be your Friday. The answer is chicken.
We have to go. So Sunday, Wright's Farm.
All right. Let's make plans. I'll fill in the family, and let's see what we can do.
I'm leaving to go out there on the 28th. Don't forget about me, guys.
Oh, look, we might have to go to Wright's Chicken Farm again. Oh my God! All right, I gotta get going. I gotta.
Good night, all.
Peace.
Night, everyone.
Night.
Thanks for joining us.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
We're going dark now.